Okay, so this is basically just me reading an excerpt from a play called Snow White Gets Her Way. It's by Chris Wind. I kind of just found it online, so figured I'd use it. So I want feedback, please, nothing negative, and if it is negative, please tell me a way that I could work to improve this a bit. Because this is not like a joke, so let's not be mean. Thanks. That you don't recognize me by my name is but the first of my complaints about my tale. Oh, you know me all right. I'm the main character, in a tale titled with the name of one of the men in the story. Well, what's in a name? A lot. Especially if it's a man's name. This man's name is the answer to the question upon which rests the fate of myself and my newborn child. So his name is very powerful. It's very important. My name, apparently, is not. Nor is my life, for whether to be filled with joy and delight from being with my newborn, or empty with grief and loss from separation, is to be decided by a mere guessing game. Nor are my words important. I denied my father's vows. I told the king I most definitely could not spin gold out of straw, but he didn't believe me. Of course not. He instead chose to believe the words of an immature, egotistic, vain man. And I suffer the consequences. The consequences. To pay for my father's ridiculous lie, I lose my sanity, my freedom, and my dignity for 3 nights, and almost my child forever. And one sentence in the whole tale is devoted to that choice, that decision to give up my child in return for my life. Because I succeeded on the 3rd night, I was rewarded with marriage to the king. Thus, for all intents and purposes, I also lost my life. Can you imagine what it is like to be married, legally bound to honor and obey until death, and socioeconomically bound with little option but to stay and make the best of it, to a man who didn't believe me? A man who locked me in a room for 3 nights, and a man so greedy that he said 3 nights in a row he'd kill me unless I did as he wanted. And that was before he owned me. But, as the tale says, I am shrewd and clever, and I have learned the force of threat, and the importance of a name, especially if it is male. Proud fathers want very much to pass it on, but royal fathers, dear husband, aging highness, what would happen to your precious lineage if your only son were to suddenly, since I am not dead and is still living,